This is your Frontier opening bell. Welcome to Friday, the 26th of November, the final trading day, Friday for the month of November. And to wrap up the week, we start next week, 1st of December on Wednesday. So let's get the markets going, starting with the 5 African equities market to cover for you on a daily basis. The Nigerian market bucked 32 basis points on Thursday on the back of sell-offs on big names such as Nigerian breweries in the consumer goods space, Seplat in the oil and gas, MRS in the oil and gas, and Jitco in the banking space. The market went up for names such as Honeywell Flour, considering its planned business combination with Flour Mills of Nigeria PLC. Then you have the BRVM up by 56 basis points. Some big name on the counter yesterday. The Bank of Africa, Burkina Faso, gained nearly 6% on the BRVM. On the Egyptian market, nearly 0.75%. The market was also strong on Thursday, the final trading day of the week. By the way, today is the start of the weekend for the Egyptian bourse. The Nairobi market up by nearly 20 basis points. Investors trade about $14 million in total net transactions. Big names such as Safaricom have pulled the day in terms of net transactions. But when you look at the gainers of the day, that came from CIC Insurance leading the pack. The big names in the banking sector were a little bit soft on Thursday. Then the JSE flattened out at 0.01%, 70,554. Okay, let's go to the East African markets and the community to get a few business and economic headlines for you. Kenya Airways and South African Airways are coming together to form a regional airline that should be coming through in 2023. The hopes are there that global economy will recover. Tourism, hospitality, travel, leisure will continue to improve despite the discovery of the new variant of COVID-19. That's given a whole lot of concerns. The UK has given the list of a number of African countries, including South Africa, that are now placed under travel restrictions. That is also out there. There's concerns about the COVID and, of course, how the aviation industry will deal with this moving forward. If it's adjusted enough and flying its way out of the start of the pandemic in 2020. Then you look at Kenya shilling. It's weakened further on rising dollar demand. That's the outlook from AZA in its weekly report, which was released on Thursday. Then, of course, the Cooperative Bank of Kenya gets 6.3 billion in local currency from the European Investment Bank as loans for onward lending to small and medium enterprises in East Africa's largest economy. The Britain CEO, Tavaziva, has quitted the company, said it from office as the CEO after just about 10 months in the saddle. And Uganda's private sector credit rose to 18.4 trillion local currency in September. As at the end of September, that's the first 9 months of the current year. Okay, let's talk about the West African and the Nigerian market, where global trade is expected to grow by 70% to about $30 trillion by the year 2030. And Flour Mills, talking about that deal with Honeywell Flour, both companies issued separate statements on Thursday saying that the deal is on track and that the court case, according to EcoBank, which is being referred to, will not in any way truncate the deal, which is worth about 80 billion naira. And Deloitte has issued a statement about Ghana saying tax measures which are contained in the current budget will boost the country's revenue. And Senegal's gotten AFDB's 22.5 million euros to fund the National Bank for Economic Development. And Nigeria's Republic's budget deficit fell 134% to 118.4 billion CFA franc at the end of June. A similar sharp decline in budget deficit was reported by the Republic of Mali just a few days ago, also this week. Okay, take me to the Southern African space, where we're going to see this year the first fund managers and best global award by Citywire. Citywire is the news and information platform for investors globally, and they're putting together the first of such an award. We keep an eye on that. That will be, the announcement will be made on December the 2nd. Entries will be closed on November the 30th. That's next week, Tuesday. In the meantime, President Ramaphosa is the president of South Africa, says the country will take the $8.5 billion green energy deal that's placed on the table. However, that will be on offer only on good terms. That is acceptable to the Republic of South Africa. And the Treasury in South Africa, that's the Ministry of Finance, that technically rejects the 7 billion rand bank loan, which is obtained by the agency, SANRA, which is in charge of the country's infrastructure. The loan was taken from BRIC, which is the Special Development Bank set up by Brazil, Russia, India, and South Africa, which the acronym BRIC stands for. Now, the National Treasury says that loan obtained by the agency, the infrastructure company, organization known as SANRA, has been rejected. Then you have the Zimbabwe says its budget deficit will be 1.5% of GDP by the year 2022 and 1.7% by the next year, which is 2023. In the meantime, the Southern African economy is forecasting average inflation to be at an annualized rate of 32.8% for next year against 94.6% for the current year, 2021. Okay, right up the North African market with me, let's get to wrap it up with the Egypt Islamic banking volume up 14.4% to about 407 billion Egyptian pounds as at the end of September. And Egypt assets the shareholders' rights are intact in the acquisition being pursued by Vodafone in Egypt in conjunction with South African telco company Vodacom. Put that in mind. Then Siemens Dumahoc, the cement company, says its sales were up nearly 7% to about 2.6 billion dirhams in the 9 months to the end of September. That's part of the reporting period. And Tunisia wants the creation of a joint investment fund with Libya. A number of African countries, including Egypt, are working with Libya's central bank. Now, Tunisia wants the creation of a joint investment fund with Libya as the country is trying to get its footing back. Libya, after the exit of the former leader, Muammar Gaddafi, and his killing during the unrest in 2011, Libya has been trying to get its economic and political bearings together. Now it looks like that has been trying to be resolved to get Libya up and running, and it's getting a whole lot of warm handshake from its neighbors, Egypt, Tunisia, Morocco, within the region. That's about it for today on Frontier Opening Bell. And Boason Omofaye, do have a profitable trading day and enjoy your weekend. Let's get back together on Monday as we round up the final 2 days of the month of November. See you then.